morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Let's collectively bow down in front of Shri Mataji, raise our Kundalini and put ourselves into Bandhan. So, over the past couple of weeks, some of us have started doing the Shri Mahakali, Shri Hanumana Chalisa clearing program with Auntie Hetty, and it's been wonderful. But I've struggled a little bit because of not being able to do the 2 foot soaks at the same time. So, this is just how I've actually got myself around that and getting those 2 foot soaks in one day done. So what we'll do today is just start off with Shri Ganesha Artabhashesha, and then 108 names of Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya, and shoe beating is going to be a bit off the thing, so we'll do a clearing for Agya through Hum Ksham meditation. And we'll also have a very brief talk, Shri Hanumana Puja, which was given back in 1990 in Germany. So if you'd like to put your feet in the foot soaking bucket if you're participating. If not, please put your attention at Sarasrara and then just enjoy.
नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात्तात् अवदक्षिणात्तात् अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमिष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारः परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारः पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नादसन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निच्छृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात्। एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः। नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्तेऽस्तु लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
So this is the 108 names of Sri Adi Guru Dattatreya.
श्री आदि गुरु दत्तात्रेय के 108 नाम। ओम श्री सत्वाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री सत्वभृतांगतये नमो नमः। ओम श्री कमलालयाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री हिरण्यगर्भाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री बोधसमाश्रयाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री नाभाविने नमो नमः। ओम श्री देहशून्याय नमो नमः। ओम श्री परमार्थदृशे नमो नमः। ओम श्री यंत्रविदे नमो नमः। ओम श्री धराधराय नमो नमः। ओम श्री सनातनाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री चित्कीर्तिभूषणाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री चन्द्रसूर्याग्निलोचनाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री अन्तःपूर्णाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री बहिःपूर्णाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री पूर्णात्मने नमो नमः। ओम श्री खगर्भाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री अमरार्चिताय नमो नमः। ओम श्री गंभीराय नमो नमः। ओम श्री दयावते नमो नमः। ओम श्री सत्यविज्ञान भास्कराय नमो नमः। ओम श्री सदाशिवाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री श्रेयस्कराय नमो नमः। ओम अज्ञानखण्डकाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री धृताय नमो नमः। ओम दम्भदर्पमदापहाय नमो नमः। ॐ गुणान्तकाय नमो नमः। ॐ ज्वरनाशकाय नमो नमः। ॐ भेदवैतण्डखण्डकाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री निर्वासनाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री निरीहाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री निरहङ्काराय नमो नमः। ॐ शोकदुःखहराय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री निराशीर्निरूपाधिकाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री अनन्तविक्रमाय नमो नमः। ॐ भेदान्तकाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री मुनये नमो नमः। ॐ श्री महायोगिने नमो नमः। ॐ श्री योगाभ्यासप्रकाशकाय नमो नमः। ॐ योगदर्पनाशकाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री नित्यमुक्ताय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री योगाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री स्थानदाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री महानुभवभाविताय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री कामजिते नमो नमः। ॐ श्री शुचिर्भूताय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री त्यागकारणत्यागात्मने नमो नमः। ॐ श्री मनोबुद्धिविहीनात्मने नमो नमः। ॐ श्री मानात्मने नमो नमः। ॐ श्री चेतनाविगतायने नमो नमः। ॐ श्री अक्षरमुक्ताय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री पराक्रमिणे नमो नमः। ॐ श्री त्यागार्थसम्पन्नाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री त्यागविग्रहाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री त्यागकारणाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री प्रत्याहारनियोजकाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री प्रत्यक्षावर्ताय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री देवानां परमागतये नमो नमः। ॐ श्री महादेवाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री भुवनान्तकाय नमो नमः। ॐ पापनाशकाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री अवधूताय नमो नमः। ॐ मदापहाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री मायामुक्ताय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री चिदुत्तमाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री क्षेत्रज्ञाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री क्षेत्रगाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री क्षेत्राय नमो नमः। ॐ संसारतमोनाशकाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री शङ्कामुक्तमतये नमो नमः। ॐ श्री पालाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री नित्यशुद्धाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री बालाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री ब्रह्मचारिणे नमो नमः। ॐ श्री हृदयस्थाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री प्रवर्तनाय नमो नमः। ॐ संकल्पदुःखदलनाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री जीवसञ्जीवनाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री लयातीताय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री लयस्यान्ताय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री प्रमुखाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री नन्दिने नमो नमः। ॐ श्री निराभासाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री निरञ्जनाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री श्रद्धार्थिने नमो नमः। ॐ श्री गोसाक्षिणे नमो नमः। ॐ श्री आदिनाथाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री विशुद्धोत्तमगौरवाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री निराहारिणे नमो नमः। ॐ श्री नित्यबोधाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री पुराणप्रभवे नमो नमः। ॐ श्री सत्त्वभृते नमो नमः। ॐ श्री भूतशङ्कराय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री हंससाक्षिणे नमो नमः। ॐ श्री सत्त्वविदे नमो नमः। ॐ श्री विद्यावते नमो नमः। ॐ श्री आत्मानुभवसम्पन्नाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री विशालाक्षाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री धर्मवर्धनाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री भोक्त्रे नमो नमः। ॐ श्री भोग्याय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री भोगार्थसम्पन्नाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री भोगज्ञानप्रकाशनाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री सहजाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री दीप्ताय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री निर्वाणाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री तत्त्वात्मज्ञानसागराय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री परमानन्दसागराय नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
We'll just sit for a couple of minutes. Those of you who are foot soaking can rinse off your feet now and put aside your empty water, and then we'll listen to the Hum Ksham meditation for our Agya.
then wherever you see the electromagnetic forces working, it is worked through Hanumana's blessings. He is the one who creates electromagnetic forces. So now we can see that as Ganesha has got the magnetic force in him, he is the magnet. He has got the magnetic force. Then we can say the electromagnetic is the one which we call as Hanumana's force, on the material side of it. But from the matter, he goes up to the brain. So he rises from Swadhisthana up to the brain. So in the brain also, he creates the co-relationships of different sides of our brain. So how much he gives us? I mean, we can say if Ganesha gives us the wisdom, then he gives us the power to think. He protects us also, that we should not think of bad things. That is, we can say that if Ganesha gives us the wisdom, then Shri Hanumana gives us the conscience. I hope you understand the difference between the two. Wisdom is where you do not need conscience so much because you are wise, you know what is good, what is bad. But conscience is needed in a personality where he is to be controlled. And that control comes from Shri Hanumana, which is the conscience in the human being. Now this conscience, which is Shri Hanumana, is the subtle form of him, which gives us, is in Sanskrit called as Sat Viveka Buddhi. Means Sat means truth, Asat means untruth, and Viveka means the discrimination, and Buddhi means the intelligence. So intelligence to discriminate between the truth and untruth is given to us by Shri Hanumana. In the Sahaja Yoga system, if we say that Ganesha is the one who gives us, he is the Adhyaksha, means he is the, I call him as the Chancellor of the university. He is the one who goes on degree to us. Now you have crossed this chakra, that chakra, that chakra. And he helps us to know that what state we are in. So the Ganesha gives us, say, Nirvichar Samadhi, which we can call it as the thoughtless awareness, and Nirvikalpa Samadhi. He gives all that, and also he gives us joy. But the understanding that this is good, this is for our benevolence, mental understanding comes to us from Shri Hanumana. And it's very important for Western people because it has to be mental, otherwise they won't understand. If it is not mental, they cannot come into abstract. It has to be mental. And so the mental understanding of whether it is good or bad is given to us by Shri Hanumana. Without him, even if you become a saint, you will be, of course, you are a saint and you will enjoy the saintliness. But whether this saintliness is all right if you live on Himalayas or is all right when you go across to people to give them realization, all this scanning, this Viveka Buddhi, all this scanning, all this discrimination, all this guidance, all this protection is given to us by Shri Hanumana. Germany being a country which is very, very much, I should say, an essence of right side. And because of it being such an essence of right side, is important to get the protector of right side here worshipped. But in all that, Viveka Buddhi, in that discrimination, he knows one thing, that he is absolutely subservient to Sri Rama. Now what is Sri Rama? Sri Rama is the benevolent king. He works for the benevolence. And Sri Rama himself is a formal king, like Sankocha we call it. I mean, English words are not so good to explain, but Sri Rama is the one who will not push forward himself. He keeps back. He's very balanced. He's a very poised person. So the Hanumana, you see, he is the one who is always anxious to do the work of Sri Rama. Always. If Sri Rama says, all right, you go and get the, he told him, go and get the Sanjeevani, is the kind of a herb that was needed to bring Lakshmana to life. He went there and he brought the whole mountain with him. Now better have it. It's like that sort of person. You see, so he brought that's childlike behavior of his. And the discrimination in this is that if Sri Rama has asked for, whatever he asked for, I'll do it. So is a relationship of I would say like a guru and shishya. But even more than that the shishya is just like a subservient servant, absolutely surrendered to God. Absolutely surrendered to God. And his main thing is surrender. Now see, this surrender itself shows that all those who are right-sided people are surrendered to God, not surrendered to their bosses. Mostly all those right-sided people are very surrendered to their bosses, surrendered to their jobs, sometimes surrendered to their wives also. But they are subservient to wrong people. They have no discretion. You will always find that. They have no discretion. But if you take the help of Hanumana, then he tells you that you have to be surrendered to God Almighty and not to anybody else, or to your guru like Rama. Otherwise you are not to be surrendered to anybody else, and then you are a free bird and you have all the 9 powers within yourself. Hanumana's whole thing is to antidote your overactivity, to antidote your too much thinking, to antidote your ego. Now, how he finishes the ego of people is very sweetly shown when he burnt the whole of Lanka, is the capital of Ravana, and the way he made fun of him. Because, see, anybody who is egoistical, one must make fun of him, then he is all right. Like first he went and when Ravana saw him, he said, who are you? Are you the monkey? So he just pushed his tail towards him and tickled his nose with his tail. So he is the one who makes fun of egoistical people. Now if somebody egoistical tries to trouble you, he is the one, he'll make such fun out of him that you'll be amazed how this fellow was jumping like a Humpty Dumpty has fallen down and has broken his crown. So, see, it is the job of Hanumana to protect you from egoistical people. And also he protects the egoistical people by showing them down, like Sesa down. In the case of...
We'll leave that there and go into a silent meditation. Thank you, Shri Mataji. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to be in meditation together. Thank you for all your forgiveness, compassion and care. Thank you for giving us self-realization and all the many blessings you bestow upon us. Shri Mataji, thank you for everything. We'll say the last verse of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Thank you everyone for joining us today. When you're ready to finish your meditation, please bow down to Shri Mataji, raise your Kundalini and put yourself into Bandhan. I hope you enjoyed the vibrations today. I know I did. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Jai Shri Mataji.